Hello and welcome to a new video. In today's video, we're going to take a look at a very interesting legend team. I didn't have the Shadow Primate for this legend team, but this is a team from Give Me Your Arms, and this team was absolutely amazing. We are running Thundershock on the Belly Bolt, which I was kinda not too sure about in the beginning, but honestly it really grew on me because this Pokemon is so fast now getting to the moves. And well, yes, you're going to have a little bit more of a weakness against like Pokemon that resist electric because you have a pure electric moveset. You're still going to have a lot of play even if they just resisted singly. If it's just basically something like a ground type, you're of course going to be in way more trouble. You don't have like the benefit of the Steelix matchup where you can actually win if they don't have Earthquake, but you have a lot more play in a lot more scenarios, which makes this team very cool. They're running Primate as a Saisop. I don't have the shell version, but I have the normal version. And I can tell you that in the Saisop position, the normal version definitely should work out quite well as well, as you're going to have the closer here of the Virizion, which is so good in order to counter those ground type Pokemon. And so this team was absolutely fantastic. I actually started off with, I think, a 7 or 8 game win streak with this team. You went going straight away 5-0 with this team, and I haven't had a single negative set with this. It is kind of wild. Here we're going to see the Belly Bolt coming in. They're running Sucker Punch, which is definitely stronger against mine, and I'm not going to be able to win this matchup. But I don't want to win this matchup. I want to get energy here. I want to get up to 99 energy and stop out now, because now I can go into my Virizion. I can take those hits quite easily, and I don't really care how much the opponent is going to do here, because I am going to be in a good spot. I'm going to be able to overfarm a ton as well. And this will allow me now here as well to just keep basically energy for the Annihilate later on in order for me to get some shields there, in order for me to get some damage in there, and I can just go for the full farm down here, and I have such a good position for myself. I have 19 energy on my Belly Bolt, which can boost itself up. We got rid of the opponent's Belly Bolt, which can be a bit tricky. We have the Annihilate against us, and I actually decided to use a shield here, because I have so much energy that I can go for 2 Leaf Blades here, back to back, and this will allow me to get some nice damage on and get either the KO against the opponent or the shield, which is both totally fine for me. We're gonna get the shield, which means now it's Belly Bolt time. We have 2 charge moves stored already. First Parabolic Charge is coming through. Gonna get the next shield, next Parabolic Charge is coming through, and this might be able to even get the KO against the opponent, which it doesn't, but they still survive with like 1 HP. They have a Molotang in the back, and we win this battle. Next opponent, we're going to have Meloma against us. This is going to be, again, a very interesting matchup. They're going to have the same pacing as we have, as I need 10 turns to get to their charge move, I need 10 turns to get to my charge move, and as we're going to have a weakness to Psychic-type Pokemon in our backline, I can also decide to use a shield here early on in order to take less damage from them to guarantee win this matchup for ourselves, which we can now do, which is fantastic. As you will see here, we're going to have the Parabolic Charge coming in. And this is going to allow us to get some more damage onto them, and they're still going to reach another move, but I will be able to get out of here with basically Zap Cannon stored for the next opponent. Just now one more fast move to go for a Zap Cannon, and the Zap Cannon is going to connect here now against the opponent. Do they expect it? They did not. They get the attack drop as well, and I can even maybe survive this hit. We are so boosted. We have the crunch coming through here. It is not going to be enough. They are dropped in their own attack, and they're going to now reveal that they have the Talonflame in the back. And this is the beauty of the team. We still have our lead here left with just 1 HP, but 1 HP is more than enough in order to deal with the Talonflame. As we will see here, they're going to be forced to use some shields because they don't know what they have in the back yet. They can't know that they have, of course, the Virizion, which also means now that I'm going to be able to get the final shield here with that Rage Fist, which is going to allow us now, to get the final shield. They're going to be able to get to a charge move before me, though. They will be able to get there now. And they decided to wait out to see if I go for the swap or anything like this. I didn't. They go for the Flame Charge, and now I can just wait out with my Virizion, see if they go for the Incinerate. I can go for the swap, get the KO with the 1 HP Belly Bolt, and win the battle. And like, this is the beauty of this team. Like, if you play it correctly, it is so amazingly strong. So let's take a look at the next opponent here. You're going to have the Guslord. I actually decided to stay in for a little bit, and then I gotta try to catch a move here. I have 2 great answers in the back, but also Belly Bolt with energy is really cool for this team. Because what he can do actually is as well, a lot of times the answers for the fighting types are going to be flying type Pokemon, and you're going to be able to snipe them sometimes later on as well. Because what he can do as well with the Primate is force shields and like take the game on for at least like a minute or something, because you just have like the charge move pressure here. Not ideal for me to, by the way, go for the close combat here straight away, because what we're gonna see here is that they're gonna be able to farm me down. But as you see, I still have the Parabolic Charge stored. I can go for that straight away. This is going to allow us to get the KO. And in comes again the Gustlord most likely, where I have the perfect swap, but I can still go ahead and try to get up to... I didn't go actually for the next move, but I went up basically one fast move, which now allows me to have the CM Pitta against the opponent. This is going to allow us to get the shield. And yeah, if they shield here, I was expecting that they would be weak to Virizion in the back, and so I decided to use a shield as well. This was a mistake. They're going to have here the Drapion in the back. I would have rather had the shield now for my other Pokemon. Like even for the Virizion if they have Sludge Bomb here. But if they don't have Sludge Bomb, we're in a very good spot. So let's see on how this is going to go. Yeah, Crunch is coming through. We're going to be able to swap out of here. Parabolic Charge is not coming through, sadly. But as you saw already before, we win the CMP tie with our Virizion against the Gustlord, which means there's nothing the opponent can do here anymore, as this is going to knock out the Drapion, and we are going to be able to win this battle here quite easily, as we will see. Next up, we are going to have here the Steelix coming in, which is going to be great. We are going to be able to just, let this go. That is totally alright. We have energy on our lead, and as said before already, this matchup is not as great anymore because they don't have Sucker Punch, so they're not going to be able to do a lot there. But they're going to reveal that they're going to have the Armored Mewtwo in the back. And this is the idea behind the team as well. You kind of want to bait out those Psychic-type Pokemon with the Primeape. Primeape is going to be able to go for the Rage Fist, but not only this, I am going to be able to use a shield here and force the final shield from the opponent. You might think, where is this important? Like at the end of the day, I'm going to align my Belly Bolt against the opponent anyway. Where does it matter if the opponent has one less shield? We have a Zap Cannon. Zap Cannon definitely does enjoy a zero shield scenario, and we're gonna go for that. And again, we're gonna try to do the same thing as before. We're gonna get some energy, and now we take the hit from the opponent. We can swap out of here. We have the shield advantage, and we are going to be able to now have the Moltres against us. And this is a funny matchup, because if you have a tiny bit of energy advantage against the Moltres here, all of a sudden, this scenario is going to be a scenario that you're going to be able to win as a Virizion, because we are going to be able to outspeed the opponent. They don't have that shield, and we're going to be able to get the KO here. For sure, if we go straight for another Sacred Sword, if we go for an extra fast move, I think they might be able to get to the next move. But like this, they are never going to be able to get there. We're going to be able to get the KO against the opponent. In comes the Steelix, where we can still get to another charge move. Even if they want to get to another move afterwards, we should still be in our right spot. As we will see here, the Sacred Sword is coming through. I can still go for another fast move here as well, and then it would be now even in range for the Belly Bolt Zap Cannon. So we win the first 5 battles here of the video, going 5-0, and yeah, we climbed a bit. And so yeah, this team is honestly very, very cool. We're going to have a pretty awkward lead for ourselves. We're going to be able to swap out of here. I climbed even further, by the way, after this one as well. But yeah, we're going to say a little bit of an awkward lead there. They have like ground type coverage. Speaking of ground type coverage, we have another Pokemon that has the same. And as you all see here, we're going to have the Close Combat coming in. This is going to allow us to get now the KO, or we're going to get the shield, both of which is going to be totally fine. And as you see as well, we're going to have the Virizion coming in. Virizion is going to be able to take a hit here from the opponent. Body Slam is coming in, and we're going to take another hit here. That is going to be alright. Body Slam is going to connect again here as we try our best to go for a Leaf Blade. We have 2 moves stored now, which is going to be perfect for us, as we know already that the Virizion is going to have quite a bit of play here against the Sandslash as well. As we decide to go into the Sandslash, we can force the final shield from the opponent. There are no energy, not energy dry, that is shield dry. We're going to be able to go for the shield here ourselves, and we'll see what they have in the back, because if it's a ground type, we still have Virizion. If it's something else, we still have our Belly Bolt there. Let's see what it's going to be. It is going to be the Hippowdon, and so yeah, we are going to be able to win this battle. Next opponent, we're going to have a horrible lead for ourselves. We have to swap out straight away, so we're going to get the hard counter of the Florges against us. We can go for the Rage Fist, which is barely doing any damage. Here, I guess if you have the Shadow version, you won't maybe even be able to two-shot the opponent with the damage output that you have, but also not really. You would pressure them a little bit more. So here's where it changes a little bit. The Trailblaze is actually quite annoying because, yeah, now I'm going to be forced to shield another one as well. I actually let this move go. I actually still survived this, okay? Here's where the non-shadow version is a little bit better. But again, I think with the shadow version, you would have had the pressure that you could have had here in the scenario where you would be able to win. But as you guys see here, they're going to go into the Stunfisk, and we can take advantage of the situation with our own Virizion. As the Mud Bomb is coming through, we're going to be able to resist everything here, and we can overfarm a lot as well, as the Leaf Blade is going to two-shot the opponent, but they can get so many charge moves off that they might be able to swap out as well. And I might be actually in a little bit of a tougher spot. I make a bit of a mistake here. I should have got rid of the opponent already at this point. I didn't, and that is a bit of a bad mistake because I swap onto the floor just and I make a big mistake again. I should have just went for a charge move. I don't know why I just didn't go ahead and went for the Leaf Blade against the opponent. This would have made way more sense. It would have allowed us to get the KO there. And I wonder what they have in the back. Like, I honestly wonder what they have in the back. Stunfisk coming back in here again. If we had alignment, I don't know if we would have been able to be better there. Again, at the end of the day, you're always going to have whatever they have on the back against our Virizion then. I don't know. But then they would be locked a little bit against the belly build. It's going to be difficult. We see what they have here. We're going to be able to let the move go. It's going to be a resisted hit that barely does damage. Mud Bomb coming in here, and they're going to have in the back the Drift Plume, which is the hardest counter to Virizion. Not too sure if I would have had a chance of winning this one, even if I played it a little bit better. We have Drapion against us. We're going to try to catch the move, and that works out quite well, I think. This should be a crunch. It is going to be a crunch, and we are going to be in a very solid position here. We're going to have the option here to go for the close combat, which is doing so much damage against any Pokemon in this meta. And as we'll see here, we're going to be even able to get a shield up ourselves and hopefully get the KO against them in the later game here. I can just go ahead and go for another charge move. That is fine. And so, yeah, we are going to be able to just realign ourselves here, use a shield, have a boosted attack now as well, and we can go for another close combat against whatever wants to come back in here, which in this case is going to be the opponent's own Primeape, which is alright for us. So we have energy already on our lead. We're going to be able to get the final shield, and yeah, I decided to go for the safe play of 2 parabolic charges because the opponent is going to be able to, of course, go for some harder hitting damage here as well with the close combat coming in soonish, I thought. But actually going to swap out now into the Virizion, and as we are at +2, I'm going to take this as an opportunity to get a little bit of energy, as I need the energy for later on as well against the Primeape. It's still not a great matchup. We're going to get up to even the Zap Cannon now swap out, catch the move, get a free fast move in, but if the opponent has still the close combat on the other Pokemon, it might be a little bit of a trickier one if they still have the close combat on the Primeape. But as we see, the Sacred Sword is coming in. We are going to see the swap out into the Primeape. We have to hopefully survive this hit. It is going to be close combat. We survive with 1 HP in a Dream. We're going to be able to get the KO here, but it's not ideal because I kind of need to have the energy of my Belly Bolt against this Pokemon. And so now it's down to Parabolic Charge. Can we actually still win this Pokemon, like this battle here with this Pokemon? Can we go ahead and go for maybe even the Zap Cannon to knock out the Virizion? Is a Zap Cannon enough at this range? We have to find out here. Zap Cannon is coming through. This is the ideal way of playing it. Let's see if it worked out. It did. And this is kind of where I said already early on, Belly Bolt even excels, even if the opponent resisted with a singular resistance. If it's a ground type, you have no chance, but with singular resistance, Belly Bolt is even overpowered in those scenarios. Which is not mad, like it's just mad on how strong this Pokemon is. Here against the opponent's Fortress, we got an early shield, and I will take the early shield as I can now actually swap out of here. I have the Move Start again. As said before, having Move Start on Belly Bolt is one of the best things that you can do with this team here. It's such a good team. By the way, I also did some coaching already with this team on Metafy, and it was working out super well there as well. It's going to be a team that you're going to encounter most likely quite a lot of times if you're going to have the Pokemon, because it's such a dominant team here. Yeah, cool edge team. Like, really, really cool idea behind the team as well. I like the Primeape. I want to play Primeape as well a little bit more in the Open Great League itself, because it has so much play there. But as you see here, the opponent's Jellicent is going to be in a position here where they can knock us out, but I decided actually to use a shield and try to align myself instead. They go into the Fortress. This is going to get the KO. +2, I think it is. Close combat, easily going to get the KO. They're going to be able to swap back into our Lapras. We can go for the Zap Cannon. Like, this team is so much fun to play as well. We have so many nukes as well with Zap Cannon, and that you actually get to now faster than Zap Cannon and the close combat. And with that, we are going to be able to win this battle. And we can move on to the final one for today already. It is great to see this Pokemon in the lead. You need to face this Pokemon in the lead, otherwise you're going to have a little bit of problems with it. with Primate, you're still gonna get some damage into those fairy types as well, at least, or like those Weezings, so like it's not too bad either. But what we see here is that Sludge is going to actually do some sort of damage. We're gonna be able to boost ourselves up again though next, and that's going to be alright. As we see already, the opponent is in a position where I can just go ahead and go for another charge move. This is going to allow us to get some damage and get the defense boost there. And we are having another CMP tie, but I will be able to win the CMP tie as well. So I'm going, like, not win the CMP tie, but I will still be able to win this matchup here. With the defense boost that we have, we survive the Sludge, and we can now get the KO against the opponent. In comes the Feraligatr, and Rage Fist is coming in again here. This is going to allow us to get the boost onto ourselves, and we can just play this matchup out in the 2 shields, and I think we're going to be alright here. I don't think there's really a lot that they can do. And as I reveal what they have in the back, I know now as well, they just win with my Resin. So yeah, this is going to be it for the final battle as well, because there's nothing the opponent can do here anymore. There's absolutely nothing. They can still play it out if they really want to, but you have 2 water type Pokemon, 1 water ground against a grass type. So like, what are you expecting here? I don't know. I just go up to 100 energy here. No point of doing anything else. The only Pokemon that can be still scary is if Feraligatr has too much energy and I don't have any energy, and this is the only scenario where things could be a little bit dicey, but this scenario doesn't exist because I overfarmed enough and they are definitely in range for a Leaf Blade. And with that, we're going to be able to win this battle again. This team was fantastic. I climbed like 100 points with this team easily. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you did, feel free to leave a like, and I will see you then. Bye bye.